925thebeat.com.
Dre rockin' 92.5 The Beat of Salt Lake. The segment is called Rawk The Mic, a segment where I sit down with Utah locals, interview them, and even play their songs. And tonight I got my friend, my brother, Fonzie in the building.
Yo, what's up?
I love it when guests clap for themselves.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you being honest?
I'm being dead serious.
All right, okay.
Why?
Cool.
Because sometimes guests are in here and their friends are in here and they don't clap. It's like, come on, man.
That's your boy. Like,
support your man.
That's right. I feel I had to kind of, motivate myself. So I'm like, I'm gonna bring the energy today. I'm gonna clap for myself.
Now, Fonzie, you just dropped a new song called Bout It Bout It.
That's right.
Who's it featuring?
My boy Mike Real.
Mike Real.
Yeah.
What inspired you to get into music?
Man, I've been making music since I was probably 11, 10. I'm 38 now. But man, I don't know, music's been in our family for a long time, you know what I'm saying? At least like when it comes to playing instruments and things like that. So ever since my uncle, my mom's brother, he taught me how to play the guitar. And he would have me sing. So ever since then, I've been into music, man. And then, it only got better from there because I have my cousins, that kind of got me into the hip hop thing.
Yeah.
So then, ever since then, I just been into music, bro.
And you're originally from L.A.?
I'm from, Los Angeles, California. San Pedro, California. Yeah, I was born and raised out there born and raised, and I moved out here in 2025. No, actually 2025. 2005.
Like you're in the future.
For real. Yeah, like what? Yeah. But yeah.
So is that common for families to like have, because it wasn't just you that made music, right? It was your cousin.
Right.
Is that common in your family, like people to have musical abilities, or?
Yeah. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I would see my cousins. They had a little church group band, and they would play music all over in different churches, and I would go with them. I would tag along, and just looking at them, seeing them kind of play music, that really captured my interest at a young age, and I was like, man, that's what I want to do. Right?
They threw you on the guitar?
Yeah, but they threw me on the guitar, and I didn't want to do that in the beginning. I wanted to play the bass. I always wanted to play the bass and the drums, but yeah, you gotta be special to play the drums, man. You gotta be multi-coordinated and stuff, and which I'm not.
Yeah,
I am, but I'm not. But anyway, so with that being said, I don't know. Music has always been a part of my family. All my cousins play instruments and stuff. I have girl cousins that sing. My mom sings. My dad, he's not really musically inclined, but he knows how to knock on a door.
What was the thoughts from the family when you went the hip hop route? Because typically, I'm assuming in LA too, it's more gangster music. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. In the beginning, my parents, they were against us listening to hip hop music, right? But I was me and my sister. We were kind of like left at home by ourselves because they were working. So when they were out working, we would be bumping music like hip hop all day.
Who? Who were you bumping?
Well, it was Too Short. I remember a lot of Too Short, Bone Thugs, Pac, of course. But at that time, Pac wasn't really. He was being played a lot, but I don't recall me really playing a lot of Tupac. But as I got older and started really like hearing his lyrics and stuff, then that was the main, person that we would play a lot in the house. But also we had neighbors. Our neighbors, he was a DJ, and he would always play the Zapp and Roger, all the oldies. And I don't know, man. There's a song, a Pretty Woman. I remember we would go to this. What is it? It's called Toberman. So it's like where kids get to go and play and just a community center basically. Okay. And they would have a karaoke jukebox.
Yeah.
And they would play all sorts of hip hop songs, but then they would play the oldies too. And bro, let me tell you something, man. When those songs would come out, like now that I hear them, they take me back to that place, that time, and it's so dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Because music does that to you. It's like a time traveling machine.
You're not lying. So I was telling you my best friend Rosie Tapia was murdered in 95, 96.
Yeah.
And the day that she was murdered, the day we found her body in the Jordan River, Batman was playing on the TV, and Sill's Kiss from a Rose was playing.
Oh.
And anytime I hear that song, it takes me back to that moment when I found out that my best friend had been murdered.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, music, I don't know, man, just something about music, it has that effect on you. And, you know, it's crazy because, like, sometimes when I make music, there's certain music like that, or like a little certain sound that I add to the music or whatever when I make beats or whatever, and it takes me back to that moment. So then, like, I was playing one of my songs, and my son Adric, he's all like, "Dad, this song reminds me of exactly, you were playing this song, and we were heading up to the hospital to go visit Selena, which is his little cousin, and he was at the hospital at the time, and he's all like, it's crazy how it made me feel. I started crying, I remember. And every time you play this song, it reminds me of that.
Wow.
So, like, yeah, it's a trip, man. Music is forever, I don't know, man. In it shapes us. It molds us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
It's Dre Rocka, 92.5, the beat of Salt Lake. The segment is Rawk The Mic. I got Fonzie in the building.
Yes,
We're going to be
sir.
playing your new song, Bout It Bout It,
Yes.
here shortly.
Yeah.
So stick around for that. What inspired Bout It Bout It?
Man, Bout It. Basically, it's I talk about how when I was younger, I always dreamed that, you know, I was gonna. I think we all kind of do, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna take over the world. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're kings. We're gonna, you know, have the best looking girl or whatever, right? And then, you know, you kind of wake up to reality, and it's like the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? As you get older.
It sounded so bad, bro.
Why? How so? How so?
We think we're kings. We're gonna have the baddest woman, and then you wake up, and
It's like, well,
what did I say about your wife?
No. But when I was younger, of course, and I said that's what I said when I was younger, right? Didn't I say that?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you live with that.
Well, and you know what? Now that you say that, damn, I don't mean it that way, babe. You know, but you know what I mean, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you see all these music videos where, you know, the hip hop artist is always like with some models.
Yeah.
You know, and you know. When I was younger, I was like, damn, my life's going to be like that when I get older.
And what did it turn out to be?
Not that I don't have a 5 diabetes, dog. Damn. Hey, thank you for calling me out. Thank you for calling me out, my boy.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
No, but
you did it to yourself.
I did do it to myself. But
this would be a great moment to say, baby, you're beautiful. I love you.
Nah.
Thank you for giving me 3 beautiful children.
You see, I don't have to do that because my wife knows that. My wife knows she's my all. But I see what you're saying. You see, but you put me on the spot, man. But yes, you know, so the song, how it came out or how it was inspired is like that. I woke up one time and I seen a person that we knew shot in the head.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and he was just laying on the front porch and stuff. And I don't know, just this. I guess the beat, when I made the beat, it took me back to that time and stuff. And you know, I showed it to my boy Mike Real, and he's like, "Hey, bro, this is dope. Hey, if you want to jump on it, you know, the verse is open for you right there. You know what I'm saying?" So he did, and yeah, man, that's how it came about. But yeah, bro, I don't know. It just, I think when it comes to beat making and stuff, the beat has to take me to a certain spot in my life, and majority of the time it does, and that's what I speak on. You know.
So you produced this record as well?
Right, correct.
Wow.
Yeah, I produced it, made the beat, and yeah, made the hook, all that. Yeah, engineered it and put it out.
That's really dope. We're gonna be listening to Bout It Bout It coming here soon, so make sure you stick around. Now, Fonzie, you the way I met you was because of the Lake Talk 801 podcast.
That's right.
It wasn't even your music.
Nah.
You know, the music came later. I was like, whoa, you make music too? What inspired you to create or help create the Lake Talk 801?
I mean, you know, it was a collaborating type of ordeal when it comes to that because it was my brother and of course my cousin, the real Ruby. We wanted, my brothers all like, hey, let's do a podcast, you know. So we talked about it and we were like, well, what are we going to talk about, this, that? He's like, I want to kind of shine light on local artists, you know what I'm saying, that because you never really hear about local artists. Well, once we started the podcast, then we heard about, you know, you, Dre Rocka, you know, you had your podcast. We heard about other podcasters and that, you know, they were kind of shining light on local artists as well. But that was the main thing, man, that we wanted to get to know local artists here in Utah, because we felt like Utah didn't really have a platform where artists could go and kind of shine light on them. So, after a while, that's what it was, and that's what it still is. Yeah.
Where can we catch the Lake Talk 801?
You could catch it on any streaming platform. On YouTube, we're on YouTube now. And yeah, man, wherever you listen to your podcast, that's where you could find the Lake Talk 801 for sure.
Great conversations, great catalog. Definitely go check out my brothers on the Lake Talk 801. Now, I want to talk about local music. You've obviously made your own music, right? And you've had local artists on your podcast.
Right.
What's your thoughts on the local scene here in Utah?
Man, well, in all honesty, from people that we've had on and, places or events that they've held, I've only been to a handful, in all honesty. I feel, right now that I have a family and it makes it a little bit more kind of difficult to be able to go out and support like I would want to. Mm-hmm. But I feel like with the Lake Talk, with the podcast, I feel like that's what I'm doing, supporting the community. But in to answer your question, I think the music scene here, it's growing, it's getting better. From where we started with, like I said, it was back in 2005. I really didn't know anyone that would make music. I knew people here and there, but like they were kind of like me. You know what I'm saying? Like they really weren't putting their stuff out there. And so I don't know, it's growing, man. There's a lot of talent here in Salt Lake City. I think there's just people that need to put a little bit more effort and more work into what they do, and I think they're definitely will make a change or you know what I'm saying, put Utah on the map. How
do you take your own advice with that? Because you are one that will make a bunch of beats, make a bunch of music, but don't put it out.
Yeah, man. It's how could I take my own advice? Well, the thing is that when it comes to music, like I love making music. Is this the route that I want to take to make it a career? I don't know. I don't think it is. Music for me is just like a way to come home and decompress, kind of vent. And if I feel like I want to put it out for people to hear, then that's my gift to you guys. And if people don't want to hear, then it's all good too.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone is different. Some people are very passionate about their music, and I feel that if you're really passionate and you really want to do it, it's a lot of work, man. Mm-hmm. You really have to have the patience, but also the dedication.
I think that goes for a lot of for everything, right? Like if you're passionate about it, go 110%.
Right.
Right. Even if you see similar people doing similar things, like put your head down and grind it out. Remember why you loved it, right? Remember why you wanted to go buy that mic.
Yeah.
Go buy the equipment to start a podcast or whatever.
Right.
Because sometimes we lose sight of what we truly got into this thing for. Right.
Yeah.
It does get hard though. I mean, you're a family man, right?
Yeah.
How do you keep on chasing your passions and having fun with your passions?
And I ain't gonna lie, man. It gets tricky, right? But at the end of the day, there's no excuses. I mean, because if you set your heart on something, you got to go for it. And I feel like for the podcast, we kind of like stopped for a minute, but we're about to jump back on it. But it's something that I kind of don't want to let go, because I do want to meet people. I do want to be able to, kind of help people out, kind of bring their story and put their story out there. And just like you, bro, like you're one of those people that I appreciate a whole lot, because you do a lot, man. You do a lot for the city. And I hope people really understand that, especially the music artists, because, even now, like you don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? You're putting time and effort into this. And so I don't know, man. For me, I think your heart is in it. And so it's a balance. I don't know how you do it to balance it with your family. I know you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's something that I'm learning as well, how to balance everything out. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm a family man.
That's right, man. 3 kids.
Yep.
A wife.
A dime piece.
He had an opportunity to tell you that, wifey, and he didn't take it. I even gave him a chance to clear the air. He didn't take it. He's doubling down on his stupidness. But it's okay.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right.
And he's still doubling down on it.
Well, I mean, it's a song, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it for what it is. It's a little bit. that's how I was feeling at the time. I wasn't married. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's this song. I barely put it out, but it's not a new song.
Yeah,
it's an old song. I did that when I was a little bit younger. I haven't even met my wife when I made this song.
Yeah, allegedly. That's what he's saying to save his marriage. I seen him recording it last week.
My guy. He's putting me on blast, but he's lying. He's lying.
It's Dre Rawk at 92.5 The Beat. The song is Bout It Bout It. We're going to be getting into it here shortly with Fonzie.
Yeah.
A producer, an artist, a father, a husband, almost like a boxing coach.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
How is boxing? I know your sons are at the Orm Boxing in Bluffdale, Utah.
Correct.
How's that?
Oh man, it's good, man. My kids are loving it. Sometimes they don't when times get difficult because now they're sparring.
Yeah.
But that's I think that's everyone. Even when I sparred, I kind of didn't like it because you don't like the pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you do every day.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I understand them now, and but for them, yeah, they're loving it, man. Caleb sparred yesterday, and he kind of, I don't know, he got a little bit emotional because he got hit. He got rocked a little bit. But, hey, you got to, get him up and have him keep pushing because that's what life's all about. Life's going to throw punches at you, but you got to get up and keep pushing.
Did you do sports as a younger guy?
I didn't do sports in the league or anything like that. I never played for I didn't play for school or nothing like that. But in the neighborhood, we would play all the time. Yeah, we'll play football, tackle football, soccer, baseball with broomsticks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
street ball,
exactly, bro. So yeah, we did that. But other than that, no, I never played on a team or nothing like that.
Me either. That's one thing that I'm like living through my son because my dad never did team sports with me.
Yeah,
like I've never done wrestling, karate. Karate was big in the 80s and 90s, right? That was like everybody went to the karate dojo, all because of
the Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
That's right.
Right. But I never got that. One, because I grew up with a single father, and it was hard. But now I can live through my son.
Yeah.
When he shows interest, he's a real big wrestling fan, and now it's like, okay, well let's get you into wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's also doing boxing over at the Orm, and it's cool to see the kids get together and like show love to each other when they're down and when they're having a hard time. Like pick each other up.
Yeah, it was dope to see Tavian. He came around. He's like, hey, he told Caleb, are you all right, man? Are you all right? Kind of, put his arm around him and he's like, hey, bro, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. And that's dope. Like that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. But yeah, man, it's crazy when you see him in there getting punched. It's something different, man. It's something different. Like you're like, oh, come on, duck. You know what I'm saying? Bob, weave, do something. Don't get hit. But it's part of the process, and yeah, man, it's cool watching them grow in that sport.
I love it. Well, Fonzie, man, do you want to jump into your song?
Yeah, man. Let's do this. This song you're about to hear is called Bout It Bout It, featuring my boy Mike Real, and I hope you guys like it, man.
Let's get into it here on 92.5 The Beat.
I hustle every day I get my grind on. Money on my mind, and my mind on my fam, y'all. I'm bout it, bout it. I'm bout it, bout it. Yeah, I'm bout it, bout it. I'm bout it, bout it.
That was Bout It Bout It by my man Fonzie.
Yeah.
Featuring
Mike Real.
Make sure you go and stream it right now. He said that he recorded this years ago. I'm telling you right now, this song was recorded a week ago. And to his wife, you can hit him with a frying pan later on tonight. All right. Definitely go run those streams up on that for Fonzie. Where can the people follow you? Check out your podcast and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. You can follow me on Instagram on Fonzie Rizzle. It's FONZIE Rizzle. And you could check out the Lake Talk 801 page on Instagram as well. And you could catch my music on any streaming platform, like I said. So appreciate the time if you do listen to it, and if you don't, it's all good. I ain't tripping.
If you want to be a guest on this podcast, hit him up.
Hey, yes,
he'll take care of you.
Yes, that's right.
All right. I also said that we're going to change the name, right? You're no longer Fonzie.
Nah, you said what? What was you going to call me?
Your new name is the Mexican Tupac.
Look at him. That's funny. Why is that, my boy?
Because you rocked the nose ring.
Hey, I did.
You don't got it in no more.
Nah, I don't. I took it out. But I might put it back in. Yeah.
Pause.
Damn,
on that note, we're out of here. It's been Rawk the Mic here on 92.5 The Beat.